We were lied to. Yep, you guessed it right. Treyarch lied to us. And some of us fell for it hook, line, and sinker. And no, this is not clickbait. Stick around and I'll tell you why. What's up everyone, your boy Da here, and today we got another one of those classic Activision bait and switches. I played BO7, and the game feels surprisingly amazing. How did you play BO7, you might ask? Well, I did a little trick, and it worked. But enough with that. Yeah, the movement feels smoother than BO6. The TTK is responsive and the gunplay is crisp, but what's holding it back? Well guys, as I suspected, SBMM still in the game. In the so-called open matchmaking playlist. Remember? The same one that they were promoting the game? Saying that it would be kind of a return to form, it would be reduced SBMM with persistent lobbies. Well, that's partially true, but you're still getting matched with sweats. Now, is it too soon to judge? Maybe, but my first impressions, you gotta sweat just to play decent. If you're hoping to boot it up just to chill, man, you got another thing coming. This is not that kind of game. All the matches I played, only in one did I manage to get all my streaks. Can you believe it? Most were back and forth brawls. And in one match, my entire team bailed. Like literally, one by one. Like everybody left me and I was the only one up against a full team on the other side. And guess who the culprit was? Yep, that's right, SBMM. You guessed it right. The SBMM broke their spirits and they all left. And this is my issue with any sort of skill-based matchmaking, to be frank with you guys. It instantly thinks you're a pro. And if you pop off in one match, it put together a team of lower skill players and match you against CDL pros. And this happens, the whole team can play and all falls to you and they all quit. So what's up? Why did Treyarch lie to us? Was it just to generate hype around the game? Or maybe to avoid looking worse with Battlefield 6 looming on the horizon? I don't know, maybe it was just a desperate move trying to fool us one more time. I'm not trying to be a hater here actually, but they promoted this whole game around that reduced SBMM. Yet all my matches felt way too competitive. It didn't reflect what they told us. There's no OG COD vibe going on. Everybody's still sliding, moving like crazy as usual. That bit hasn't changed. Honestly, I don't think it will. It'll probably get worse over time if you don't keep up. People still play like they're hopped on something. And those are the same players you get matched against, unfortunately. Because reduced SBMM is just a fancy buzzword for SBMM. And that's all there is to it. Don't even get me started on the standard playlist. If this is quote-unquote reduced SBMM, I don't even want to know what the standard one looks like. Now it remains to be seen whether this is just a day one issue, and maybe as more people join, the matchmaking will become more diluted. I really do hope the matchmaking gets more relaxed over time, because as far as matches go, it's been pretty hectic and there hasn't been no relaxation in matchmaking. I think what makes it better this time around is the fact that movement has been nerfed a touch, and somehow the game feels more complete than BO6. It feels like a Treyarch game, kind of, but the SBMM is something that worries me, because who's to say they won't bring the standard matchmaking back as default? One thing is for sure, if this keeps up, the game will be dead within months. Like, why the hell would they keep it in the game if the whole community complained about SBMM for years? Why didn't they just remove it completely? Some people say they will merge the playlists into one with the usual SBMM, but I think that's shooting their own fruit. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But other than that, the game itself feels fine. Now, does that mean it's a return to form? Only time will tell. But aside from SBMM still being there, what I can tell you is the game doesn't feel as sweaty as BO6. That's a plus in my book. And for the first time since Cold War, I'm low-key enjoying myself again. It feels like a hybrid of BO2 and BO3. I haven't seen any major gun imbalance so far. People are experimenting with a variety of weapons, and honestly, that's a breath of fresh air. It's not the same repetitive BO6 lobbies where everyone just random at them. The maps so far play okay. We have some classic BO2 maps as launch maps this time around, such as Hijacked, Express, and Raid, with some more coming down the pike in the later seasons. But putting BO2 maps in a faster paced Call of Duty, I don't know man, it might not work. And you wanna know why? Well, take it Hijacked for example. I saw a guy while running in the outdoor hallway, you know the hallway on the edge of the map? linking like the two areas together behind the jacuzzi. Dude, he was literally wall running towards me on a very small map, on a tiny map, and I don't think that would work with the OG maps, or at least most of them, because they're just not suited for the mechanics. I feel like they're better off coming up with new maps that suit the mechanics better than the OGs. Just for nostalgia's sake, I don't think that would work, man. But again, that's just my take. You guys can tell me if you agree or not in the comments. And spawn-wise, yeah, I've seen a few crazy spawns here and there, but that's a topic for another video. Streaks seem easier to earn if you're playing objective modes, and the lobbies, like I said, they actually don't disband. You can keep running it back with the same players if you want to. How about that, huh? They actually make good on something. Is it as good as BO2 though? Too early to tell, to be honest. But if they keep listening and adding content, we might be in for a good year. Like seriously, I haven't seen any bugs. The connection feels solid, and again, the TTK is spot on. They actually fix it. I've been doing the camo grind and it's been fun. The default guns feel strong enough to go up against higher level setups, and so far, there's no crazy matter that everyone and their grandma is using. People are running all kinds of different builds. But I gotta ask you guys, have you played the game yet? What are your thoughts? Are you enjoying it? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And as usual, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.